the way the Timberwolves won, they beat them down, man. They beat those boys down. Pause,
Well, bro,
but fuck.
we were calling Anthony Edwards Michael Jordan at one point.
Yeah, they were looking like that, and that's the difference you're seeing with Edwards in the next series, because the way that the Dallas Mavericks defense with Gafford and what's the other Lively?
Washington,
Yeah,
Derek Jones,
yeah,
Derek Jones
man, and Derek
Jr.
Jones
Uh,
Jr. Like
and
that's
what's the
giving
other
them
guy off the bench?
problems.
Josh Hardy.
Yeah, not Hardy. Yeah, is it Hardy? No, it's Lively. Lively and Gafford is giving
Lively. I mean,
Edwards
you got
problems.
dog, bro. They're big. The Mavs are big, and it's taking a wear on them.
Yo, the NBA is really all about the fucking matchups when it comes to the
Dude, that's what I was
T-Wolves.
saying. I think I wrote in my article. I think I was talking to my friend. I don't know if I wrote it yet. But the Oklahoma and Dallas was all about matchups. It wasn't about what team was better or where they were seated. It was all about how can we match up how can A match up with B.
Correct. And
Yep.
yeah, Luka is just ripping them a new asshole, man. I'm not gonna lie. Even with Rudy Gobert
Yeah.
down the middle, Luka is
Yep.
just doing damage. And then when Luka's not doing damage, he tosses the ball out. Kyrie is actually catching the ball on the run, getting past guys,
Yeah.
slashing, making other passes, or making crazy shots. Yeah, they
And
just
like Gafford's a dog too, man.
yeah, Gafford is blocking shots. Lively in the short roll is killing them, man.
He's injured right now, unfortunately, but hopefully, let's see
Yeah,
what happens with him.
but in games 1, 2, and 3, he was fucking cooking them before he
Yeah.
went out.
PJ Washington, they have guys, man. The Dallas Mavericks have guys. The Minnesota Timberwolves, I think your point about the Celtics having it easy, I think you could apply that with the. Nah, you can't really. No, I'll take that back.
Nah,
I
yeah,
think
that doesn't apply to the T-Wolves.
I think the Denver Nuggets have showed a lot of cracks with the. I think the Denver Nuggets showed a lot of cracks on the Minnesota Timberwolves. I think with the Minnesota Timberwolves, you're just built to beat the Nuggets.
They were, but also the Nuggets, man, like I said, these teams are gonna have to really stock up on them second round draft picks. They're gonna have to get some bench guys. They're gonna really have to get some bench guys, man, because this NBA right now.
I like the Jet. I cannot lie. I like Cal. I like Slow-Mo. I like Monte Morris. I like Nah. They have some guys I really like. Nas Reed, obviously.
Yeah, but in the playoffs, I don't know if their coach was feeling the same way about it.
Which is weird because I thought Nah played really good against the Suns.
Yeah, but against the T-Wolves, man, that defense, it just.
Against the Nuggets.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, against the Nuggets,
Dallas.
my bad. Against the Nuggets, they were killing. What's his name? McDaniels was giving them issues, man. He was giving them issues, boy.
Oh, McDaniel's a dog.
Yeah. And then
he gave Kevin Durant issues, man.
yeah,
He gave Michael Porter issues too, from what I read.
yo, and then,
Michael Porter
and
did not
that's
have a
another
good
thing
series.
about the Nuggets. Michael Porter is quiet as a motherfucking church mouse.
What's up? Yeah. Bro, but with him, I'm kind of annoyed with Michael Porter and the discussion around him because he did not play good in last year's finals. He's someone that has moments where he's struggling. I think the thing is now with the Minnesota Timberwolves, they just have lengthy guys. Even if Karl Anthony Towns isn't playing good defense, they have Nas sitting on the bench. They have Nas Reed who can defend. It's just that they were just ready for that team. I think Jamal Murray had a big. Jamal Murray, man, he struggled.
Yeah, he struggled. McDaniels gave him issues. Nas Reed, but look at all the guys you named, right? You named a lot of role players for the T-Wolves outside of their stars. Who is that outside of Jokic and Murray for Denver?
Not even, bro. Look,
who showed up?
I think the expectations was Brown to step up. Brown has not stepped up. Even though he had a great finals last year, he did not step up.
No, he's not on his team anymore. No,
I'm talking about Christian Brown.
Oh, Christian Brown. Okay.
You remember he dropped 15 points like in the first half, I believe, against the Miami Heat.
Yeah, but that length, man, by the T-Wolves, it was bothering them. And then Gobert was killing them.
Yeah. And I think the problem is they missed Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown would have been perfect for this series because Bruce Brown is another second ball handler. Bruce Brown just brings that energy that the Nuggets missed. I think guys like Reggie Jackson, Justin Holiday, you can't replace it.
No,
but the thing is, obviously, teams are about to overpay Bruce Brown, and Bruce Brown was bound to take a big contract. That's why he took a contract with the Indiana Pacers, which didn't even really need him because he drafted Ben Shepherd. And they kept TJ McConnell and Andrew Nahart and all those cats. You know what I mean?
And here's one thing that's killing the Nuggets, or just might end up killing Jokic's reign, is that this new CBA and them having all these high salary guys on the roster, man. They got to find a way around that.
They're signing guys who are like almost out the door. DeAndre Jordan, Reggie Jackson, Justin Holiday.
That's not the way to go. The way to go. The way to go. I'm gonna tell you the way to go. The way to go is them stocking up on them second round draft picks, drafting those 4-year college players, trying to find Jaime Jaquez again in that second round, and have them come off the bench, learn your system to the T.
Yep.
That's it.
There's not much to develop with those guys either.
Yeah.
They're 24. They know their place. They know they're going to be role players. They're not looking to be all-stars.
Yep. And that's one of the reasons why Miami, man, if Miami just had like a number 1 star, they would dominate in today's NBA right now, because the way it's set up.
They knew how to pivot. You remember, okay, we can't afford. Okay, Max Strauss, we'll give him a chance. We'll give Gabe Vincent a chance. We'll give Kendrick Nunn a chance. We'll give Thomas Bryant a chance. We'll give, what's that one Utah guy, the European? I keep forgetting his name. We give him a chance. You could just keep bringing in names. They gave him a chance, and they were able to make it happen.
Yep. Yeah. Honestly, if I was an NBA team, I would be scared to sign somebody coming out of that Miami sweatshop. Because these guys don't be looking the same outside of that shit.
The only guy who looked the same was like Mal Strauss.
In Cleveland,
he struggled in the playoffs. Yeah,
Gabe Vincent looked like, I don't know, he was kind of hurt, but
I give him breathing room.
Yeah, but it's tough. Pat Riley really got a system down there. He really
he has eye for talent, man. We're talking about a guy who's coached for like 50 years now.
Mm-hmm. And we got to give credit to Coach Spoelstra.
Spoelstra is great at developing guys.
Yeah.
And Duncan Robinson been able to like improve on his playmaking. That's too much Miami now. But Denver, it's like, it's tough, man, because now they have a lot of questions to answer. They're committed to a lot of contracts. Michael Porter Jr., he needs to develop, outside of his off-ball shooting, he needs to develop a drive in the game.
Michael Porter Jr., it's just, I don't know. I feel like
your third option can't just be a spot-up shooter. You need him to be someone like, at times Jamal can't get it going, Jokic can't get it going. You need Michael Porter to be able to put the ball on the court and get you some buckets,
Yeah, but with Michael Porter Jr., sometimes with the league, my issue is just because a guy scores like 18 points a game and it looks flashy, it doesn't mean he gets like a kind of a max deal, man. It's just, the league has a weird setup, man.
I'll even argue that Aaron Gordon was better than him in the last year's finals.
Aaron Gordon's deserved every single penny he gets, but
he's a dog.
Yeah, but Michael Porter Jr., I don't know, man. I never thought that was a good idea.
He's a questionable guy, because I'll even say this: Bruce Brown was probably more valuable, and it's showing now.
Yeah, just Porter Jr. getting $35 million a year. It's like, ooh, that might come back to haunt this team.
Yep.
Like they're gonna have to really make sure that he stays on that development track.
Yeah. Well, Porter Jr., I think he's what he is now.
You think so? Nah, I think he's still. He's almost like an Andrew Wiggins. You never know what you could get.
Yeah, I know that, but I think he's just gonna be a high-end role player.
Yeah, I just don't get all the money they gave him this for.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of money,
18 points a game, like, come on, man.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Speaking of superstar money, Karl Anthony Towns, what the fuck?
He stepped up. He stepped up the other night, man. He made sure that they didn't get swept.
Okay, yeah, but dude, the playoffs have been like even the Sun series. I'll say this: it's been shaky for him. He can't stay on the floor. Like his defense is bad. When his offense isn't going, it isn't going. It's like at some point you got to think like, is Naz Reid a better player for the Timberwolves, not overall?
Oh, that's another politics of the league, man. Sometimes I feel like they rather just play the star to avoid any headaches.
Yeah. Because you can't tell me Naz Reid did not deserve to like at some point Chris Finch is not a stupid coach. He's coach of the year this year. You got to look at it and be like, you know what? Maybe I need to change something around in the lineup. Naz Reid has been playing good basketball since the start of the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
The Minnesota Timberwolves, they're a good team, man. I cannot lie. I think Mike Conley is the best veteran for him. I've seen a lot of his statements. I really like it.
Yeah, the T-Wolves, let me see, because they're another
And I
team.
thought the Mike Conley extension was good. I cannot lie.
Nah, yeah, it was. They're
Yeah.
another team that's gonna, they have, wow, they're gonna be over the luxury tax for the next 3 years. Over the second apron,
But I think
too.
that was just trying to sell to A-Rod that we could be like Minnesota. I think with this franchise, this playoff also proved this. Minnesota deserves a basketball team because there's also conversation about them shifting. I think this playoffs, Minnesota has a great crowd, great fan base.
Oh yeah, they definitely do.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing, they paid McDaniels, Nas. Wow, they got Nas Reed for a good fucking price.
Oh yeah, dude, Nas Reed's an awesome contract.
Man, Kyle Anderson.
You got,
man, they got a lot of length.
Slow mo. You got a lot of good contracts.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, the T-Wolves got some tough decisions. Karl Anthony Towns, man, wow, he gonna make 61 mil.
Yeah, like I know everyone likes to shit on Gobert, but I think Towns is the guy that you kind of have to look at and be like, what the hell?
Yeah, but Gobert, man, that defense is stout. But Luka, it's crazy, man, how Gobert is killing it, man. I don't know why he gets so much like shit.
I think people just like to. You remember that time he cried over the All-Star game? I think people just like to bully him for that shit.
Yeah, or maybe the fact that he's French. I think it might be because he's French.
I think that sissy boy image.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, Luka is cutting him up though. Luka is cutting him up. Like Luka will make it look like he's shooting, then it's a fucking pass to the corner.
Yeah,
and then like he'll wait. Like Luka will wait sometimes after the pick and roll, and then what's his name? Gobert will like drop back to to the person he was defending. Then Luka will just post the other guy up. I'm just like, Luka's a fucking monster.
Luka, bro. Luka's a Luka, bro.
Yeah,
but like, dude, I really like. I think Minnesota Timberwolves. I think it's a morale win for them. Now, obviously, they're gonna have a lot of questions. Mm-hmm. Now they're a respected franchise. I don't know what else they could ask for. You know.
Who do you think will win more rings though? Luka, between Luka, Jason Tatum, and Edwards.
Jason Tatum.
Really? I would say Luka would have more than all those guys.
It depends on how Mavericks structure their roster, but I think Tatum has had, like, we're talking presence, right? Like, let's put it in context since their career started. I think Tatum has had a better roster.
He has, but if you see the Mavs game, they win their games. Like, they win. Like, you can see them up by 10. Luka subs out. Yo, most of the Celtics games. Yeah, but most of the Celtics games in the playoffs, it's like a last minute. They have to defend. They got to get a shot up. They never blow motherfuckers out.
That game 5, I didn't watch it because, like, when I heard Donovan is injured, I just wanted to write the article and get it over with, which is coming out soon. But I think it was the game 5. They barely beat them. Like, I saw Evan Mobley drop like 30 something points. I'm like, what the hell? Like, bro, if you're struggling to beat a team without their first and second best player, like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, but I still, this new era post LeBron, post KD is going to be interesting because the leaders are kind of, Jokic, Giannis, Embiid, and
Luka.
then it's Tatum, Luka, Edwards, like that.
Shea Gilgeous, John Moran, Zion.
Just like that.
Paolo Banchero, another underrated guy.
But I think Luka might reach up to the kind of same tier as Giannis and Embiid. I mean, Giannis and
I don't think Tatum will ever reach it. I think Tatum.
Yeah, I don't think Tatum will ever reach it either.
Yeah,
but I think Luka will be up there fighting with those guys year in, year out.
Yeah,
like like the Western Conference will belong to Luka.
And I think a lot of guys will like be sneaky. Like, I think a lot of guys, they'll never get their flowers because they're not an all-star level. But I think a lot of role players will shine in this upcoming era. I think like Andrew Nemrod, I think he'll shine. I think Jaylen Brown, I don't think he'll ever get his flowers. I think he'll shine. Jaren Jackson Jr., Jaren Jackson Jr. will shine. I think there's a lot of guys that like will be really underrated. Like when we look 10, 15 years down the line, we'll be like, damn, you know what? We didn't really give him his flowers because of how much of the talent pool was there. Facts. Oh, Bam Adebayo was another guy. A lot of guys.
Yeah, but again, I think the league only has like a few heads to go through, and you got to go
Yeah,
through.
of course, bro. But I'm like, as fans, when we're gonna reflect back, there's a lot of underrated guys we'll talk about, like 10, 15 years down the line.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I think I think if Ja Morant does not get his act together, he's gonna be one of those guys. He's gonna fall into that
So he's
tier.
gonna be one of those guys. But that's superstar. I'm talking like all-star,
Now
role player type. You know what I mean?
But hold on, you're saying he's a superstar based off of how he looks on the court. I'm talking about the results.
Yeah. Oh,
his results is not going to be that far off from Bam's.
No, like Bam, Jaren Jackson Jr. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, like Damian Lillard in Portland. His results, like if Ja don't buckle down and get real serious about this shit, he gonna fall into that Damian Lillard
100%. Yep.
kind of tier.